Hey ladies and gentlemen, Stephen here from Redolescence and welcome back to another perfume review. Thank you so much for tuning in. And in this video, we're going to be taking a closer look at a fragrance by the company Hermes. This one is called Galop, so stay tuned. Now this fragrance was released in 2016. The perfumer for this fragrance is Christine Nagel, who has done a ton of fragrances for Jo Malone, and the name of this fragrance, Galop, is an homage to the company's equestrian roots. So I'm really excited to talk to you about the smell. Let's start things off by taking a closer look at the presentation. Now the presentation for this fragrance is gorgeous. You have the name written here on the front. This is a pure perfume, so a lot of people would equate that to like an extrait de parfum, but different companies have varying levels of concentration and percentages depending on how strong their fragrances are. But I'm going to go ahead and open it up for you. Inside, you're going to find this pouch with the Hermes logo here on the front, and then right behind that, you have the silhouette of the bottle. It rests in there very comfortably. Really nice attention to detail. And then here on the back, you have some stirrups, which are connected to the saddle, and it's where the horse rider rests his or her foot. Really cool. That's actually what the bottle is shaped like, too. It's shaped like a stirrup. Really cool bottle. Again, it's a nod or an homage to the company's equestrian roots. It has Hermes Paris engraved into the base. The cap is magnetic, so it clicks in there very nicely, and the sprayer works really well. Let's go ahead and continue the review with the smell. Now the note breakdown for this fragrance is rather simple. It has Turkish rose, leather, it has eucalyptus if I'm not mistaken, it has saffron, and a type of citrus note called quince. The best way that I can describe it is it has a rather sour yet tart smell. I definitely get the Turkish rose in there loud and clear. It has a lot of rose, but it also has this smooth leather note. And I was a little bit worried about it initially because I thought it was going to be a bit more rough and tumble, bold, aggressive, not easygoing. On the contrary, it's pretty easygoing. I like that the Turkish rose note in here makes this fragrance a bit sensual, but it adds charisma to the scent. The leather note in here makes it a bit different for a sort of contemporary women's fragrance, and I like how the leather note, one could say it's probably inspired by maybe the saddle that you would use on a horse. So I get what they were going with that whole theme there, and I think the interplay between the roughness of the leather, which isn't that rough, and the soft, subtle nature of the rose, they work together really well. And I like that there's that nice little quirky, tart, sour note from the quince citrus in here. I think for what it's worth, it's a really nice fragrance. It's not one that I would feel super comfortable recommending to people, just because it's not as easygoing as maybe some other Hermes fragrances for women. But it's one that definitely has its own persona, its own character, and it stands out from the rest. So let's finish things off with my overall assessment. Now, in terms of the uniqueness and the overall smell, it is a unique scent because I'm having a hard time comparing it to any other scent. When I think of rose, I think of maybe Armani C, but even that's done differently with the fruity nuances and the patchouli. So this one does things differently with the leather note that it's compounded with, and also that quince note. I think it's a really unique blend of notes. The overall smell is pleasant, but it's a bit out there. As far as longevity goes, you're going to get 8+ hours, so it's no slouch. It was a bit quiet in the projection department, though. I think because it's comprised of a lot of mid and base notes, not too many volatile top notes to really get this notice when you wear it, but it is going to linger on skin for a while. Projection was really good. I want to say maybe for the first hour. It became a skin scent at the 6th hour of application, which is pretty good. I think the performance on this one is comparable to the concentration. Versatility on this one, I would wear it dressed up. I wouldn't wear it casually, especially because of the price tag. It's quite steep. Also, I think this one is marketed for women. A guy can pull this off as well because leather and rose are unisex notes, especially if you're somebody from the Middle East and rose is worn on a regular basis. I think you're going to like this one a lot as well. In terms of age range, this does come off a bit more mature, so probably for somebody who's a bit older, and somebody who's already established in the perfume game, as it were. In terms of presentation, everything from the bottle to the name, I think is gorgeous. My overall assessment, or my final verdict on this one, is I like it. It's not one of my favorites. Hermes has done a ton of other fragrances, especially part of the Hermescence line that I quite love and enjoy. This one, I'm not going to reach for it too often. I wouldn't mind if my wife wore this one, but I definitely don't dislike it. I think it's a unique scent. It's an interesting scent. It's just not a scent that I would feel ultra comfortable recommending to people because it really needs to cater to your personal taste. It's a quirky scent. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in. That was my review of Galop by Hermes. If you own or have tried this scent, please let me know what you think. Leave a comment down below, or let me know, what is your favorite Hermes scent? Leave a comment down below and let me know. I'm always curious. Also, please don't forget to subscribe for future videos, and remember to enable notifications by clicking on the bell. This way you never miss any of my future content. So thank you again for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode. Take care.